What's going down, T-Subs and T-Squad? So, y'all already know why I'm here. I am here for the Real Housewives of Potomac. This is Season 5, Episode 6. The text heard round the lake house. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. This episode was boring as shit. Like, it was really boring. It bored me. I was into Instagram and Facebook and Kick and Tag and Grinder and Scruff and BGC and Tumblr and Adam for Adam and every other thing that you could be in other than this episode. I'm just gonna be real. I don't know how nobody else feel about it. I don't give a flying hell how nobody else feel about it. I was bored. Period. So anyway, the episode starts off where it left off at, and that was the argument between Wendy and Ashley. We're going to get to that in a second. Put a pin. So Gizelle and Monique do the next day. Gizelle and Monique do a pancake pageant, and they rate the pancakes from 1 to 5. Gizelle struggles through the presentation, but they love the taste. Monique gets a low score for taste, but overall, Monique won 39 to 35. Anyway. Wendy and Gizelle have a talk about the night before. Wendy says that she wasn't really mad at Ashley. She was just upset that her baby wasn't there because she feels like she was too young for her not to be there. And Gizelle feels like her anger should have been directed towards Karen more so than Ashley. Gizelle, you's a fake bitch. Like, you's very fake, you's very messy, you're very petty, you're very catty, you're very childish. You just love to keep up a lot of mess because your storyline with Donkey Kong done fell through. We all know it's fake because your daughters did not stick to the script, none at all whatsoever. And you have nothing else better to do but keep up mess. It's the same thing that you did last season. You didn't have a storyline, so you kept up mess. Now, don't get me wrong. It ain't as if Karen wasn't talking about Wendy, because she was. But, at the end of the day, if you're supposed to be Karen's friend, you're just now meeting Wendy. Fuck the fact that she's an AKA. Forget all of that. You should have more loyalty to Karen simply because you and Karen have been on the same platform for 5 years. And it's just the proverbial, I don't have a storyline, so let me make a storyline using these people. And I'm just not here for it. Moving on. Ashley apologizes to Wendy for keeping the argument going, and Wendy apologizes for her delivery. Now, last week, Wendy, I said I ain't like you. Straight up. I said I ain't like you. I ain't want to have nothing to do with you. You did apologize to her. Not only did you apologize to her on TV, but you did also apologize to her recently. I want to say about last week sometime, to Ashley for what you said and the way you said. So I'm not going to say I don't like you, but what I am going to say, Wendy, is I'm still side-eyeing the fuck out of you because I'm not understanding what you're doing what you're doing slumming it up with the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm just going to be real. Like, you're a professor at Johns Hopkins. You've been on MSNBC. You have 4 degrees. You're way too smart. You're way too established. And you're way too independent to be slumming it up on the likes of Bravo Andy and Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm just going to be real because everybody up there is a cat bitch. That's just God's honest truth. Gizelle is kept. Karen is kept. Robin is kept, kinda, sorta. Monique is kept. Monique ain't got no job, no business, no nothing, nowhere around town. Candace is kept. We all know Ashley is kept. Like, I'm just confused. Like, I don't feel like Wendy. Not only do I don't feel like Wendy fits in, but I don't want Wendy to lose whatever credibility she has in her personal life. Because thanks to Bondi Blue, We find out that Monique hit up Bondi Blue and let Bondi Blue know that the only reason why Wendy went off the deep end the way that she did was because producers told her that she was boring and she had to do something to spice herself up. Like, and that's the type of thing that I'm talking about. Like, Wendy, you don't have to have Real Housewives of Potomac. You don't. You don't. Do not sell your soul for the likes of a Bravo Andy. Bravo Andy don't account or have the amounts of intellect and degrees and stature that you have. And I just feel like you need to go on ahead and leave and bring on another kept female that really needs this show. You're not one of them. You're not one of them. Do not lose yourself and don't sell your soul to the likes of a Bravo Andy. Please don't do that, Wendy. But I will backpedal the coochie pop in a handstand. I'm not going to say I don't like you because you did apologize. I definitely appreciate you for... And I'm going to tell you something else. I've seen a lot of other reviews and how people just solely put the bulk of the blame on the issue from the situation from last week on Ashley. All of y'all some dumb hoes. Period. All of y'all. And I hate when people do that. I hate when people can't see the forest beyond the trees. It's like, because I don't like Ashley, I'm just going to place the bulk of the blame on Ashley. No. At the end of the day, it's not Ashley's fault that Wendy did not get the pleasure of bringing her daughter onto the trip. That's not Ashley's fault. It wasn't. Now, did Ashley add on and pile on to the argument? Absolutely. But I'm not mad at it. I don't think there's nobody else that would have done that because she was taking all of her frustrations out on Ashley. And for a lot of y'all reviewers that was sitting up, oh, well, I'm going to put this on Ashley because Ashley, she said stuff that make it seem as if it's more than what it was and get it. Girl, bye. Listen, I don't see a Fanini leaking all over the place, but I've even taken up for her. I've taken up for Portia. I've taken up for a lot of people that I didn't see it for, because when you're wrong, you're wrong. And it kills me how a lot of people that I have seen on YouTube just straight up just, oh, it's all Ashley. A girl back, go to hell. Anyway, Karen is upset when she calls Ray, and he isn't excited to hear from her. I honestly feel like this is a fake storyline. Karen ain't got nothing going on. I don't know nothing about LaDon. I can't tell y'all whether it's selling or not, but I just feel like they've been married for all of these years, and now all of a sudden he don't see it for Karen. Like, it's fake to me. I'm just gonna be real. It's fake. It's phony. I don't believe it. I'm not buying it. And yeah. Anyway, all of the ladies are tired of being at the lake house, and Gizelle said that they should have a pageant against Ashley and Candace. Girl, I guess. Gizelle asks Candace how does she feel being short. Then she asks Ashley how does she feel about having a larger forehead than most. And then Karen reads Gizelle in her confessionals. I mean, it was a cute read, Karen, but I just don't care. Like, I was really bored. I mean, and I'm only speaking for me, I was bored. So it was what it was. Ashley does a twerk off for her talent, and and Candace sings happy birthday to Monique because that was Monique's birthday weekend. And Candace wins Lady of the Lake. Congratulations, Candace. You know, I'm not surprised that you did win off of the song that you've been singing from the depths of your soul for however long you were singing it with. So congratulations. But we're going to move on because still, I was bored. So Candace gets a text from one of her friends who has a friend that is a bartender. And she finds out that Michael was at the strip club saying that he not only has a girlfriend, but he also has a boyfriend. And then he goes to talk to Gizelle about it. We all know that this ain't nothing but another situationship. We all know that Ashley is in a situationship. She is. And I'm more than sure Ashley already knows that her husband likes to dabble in the male pond and the female pond. She knows. She knows. Like, and Ashley can get up here and refute it. Ashley can get up here and be all upset. Ashley can get up here and be questioning him all she wants to. But we already know the tea. We know what the real the Gaga is. Like, this is a situationship. It ain't new to her. And at the end of the day, she is going to stay with him because let's not forget, her mammy and her husband was sleeping in a tent outside of their yard. So Ashley don't come from a stock of money. She doesn't. Let's just be honest. I kind of feel like it wasn't a friend, a bartender, or anything. I kind of feel like it was somebody in production that hit Candace up with that information so Candace could have something to bring to Ashley. That's how I honestly feel, because out of all people, why would it get sent to Candace? You know what I mean? Like, I don't, and I could be wrong. But it's just like, anyway. So the ladies go out for seafood, and Monique asks how Micah was doing without her and Baby Dean being there. And then Candace was about to tell her what she heard from her friend, but that was the end of the episode. Like I said, this episode was tired, delayed, and through. I was bored. I don't care about how nobody else feel. Myself personally, I was bored. I had a lot more fun drinking the rest of my rum and being all up into my social media sites than I did watching this episode. Maybe next week will be a lot better. I hope next week will be a lot better. But as far as this week, it could kick rocks. But let's get the discussion popping. Let me know how y'all feel about the situation. And until next time, I'm going to let y'all later. Bye.
What you're given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be in